This is your daily Solana news. It's the 24th of April. We've got price news, alpha, and of course, actionables. Let's dive in. So Bitcoin consolidating above the all-time high. A lot of traders I'm now seeing are thinking up we go. Altcoins also moving on up. And then the crypto market in general has moved up a little bit higher. Solana's now at 157. Another important thing is the fact that there's more Tether USDT that's been printed. More than 8% of the supply in the last 60 days. This is a common thing that we see throughout cycles. When there's more US dollars coming into the market, pricing goes up. When US dollars start to move out of the market, the price goes down. At present, Dr. Profit says a range of 60 to 72K and that the cycle will really start after 72K. Blunts also sees that BTC wants to break out. And in terms of community coins, meme coins, Bonk is on a roll. WIF also might be going up. And Saint Pump has his eyes on WIF and Pepe. Why? Well, both have a perps listing on Coinbase recently, next the spot listing, and then Robinhood. So as more retail buyers can buy this, then the price should be expected to go up. Not financial advice, just logical deductions. Curb thinks WIF is going to $10. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. Either way, I'm more bullish on Bonk, but I do have a small allocation to WIF as well. Out of speculation and onto some hard news. So Jup has been doing very well across all fronts, to be perfectly honest. They have their next call today, 3:30 p.m. UTC. If you can make this call, it gets live streamed onto YouTube, so make sure you go and actually attend it. Also, here's a short video made by Famous Clouds about the Jup Mobile initiative to onboard tens of millions of users and how it's just the beginning. Very, very bullish for this. We'll clarify a few things though. So Jup has gone and acquired Ultimate app, which is a wallet. The Wallet Ultimate app definitely has some potential. I have played around with it and I'm sure it'll get a lot better very, very fast. But of course, Phantom is still my go-to at present. Now just keep in mind a couple of things, because Imani says, first Magic Eden and now Jupiter Exchange, wallets will be forced to innovate as private key management becomes commoditized and owned by teams that provide full stack, vertically integrated experiences. One thing I will say is I gave advice to the Backpack team more than a year ago, maybe 18 months ago, on what it would take to actually really provide a good user experience for all users. It was all UI, UX, the feedback wasn't taken on, and it's no criticism. Of course, their attention was put onto Backpack Exchange. That's where they'll make money, and that's of course where they should put their attention. However, it's super important to note that doesn't matter who does the wallet. If you make it simple, if you make it safe, if you make it fast, and if it can actually bring on tens of millions of people, then you'll win. That's just simply it. And if the wallet wins, the ecosystem will win. Anyway, Jup Mobile is not going to be a mobile phone. Someone asked if it was going to be like a Saga, and it's also not a wallet. It's a mobile version app of Jup.ag. Exactly how that will all work, I'm not entirely sure, but I'm guessing it's going to have some sort of wallet potential inside of it, but we'll have to see how it goes. Either way, you may have on your mobile phone Phantom, Backpack, Soulflare, and of course you'll have Jup Mobile. For more advanced things, you might use Phantom or Backpack or Soulflare, but when you just want to go in and out of tokens, do some simple stuff, onboard, off-ramp, maybe use Jup Mobile. Next up, we have a new meme coin that's dropped, MANEKI. They have possibly airdropped this amount of MANEKI to every Solana Mobile Chapter 2 pre-sale NFT holder. It's currently worth $66 at current prices. I imagine by the time you see this, it may have dropped. I have no idea about the token. You can either sell it or hold it. It's up to you. Bybit has gone and launched Kamino Finance in a pre-market. I believe it's trading around 18 cents per token. And Kamino is working on getting more USDC onto Solana. So over $180 million is deployed in its USDC products with Kamino, and it's time to scale even more, which of course means bringing USDC from other blockchains or just having big whales go and actually mint it and put it directly onto Solana. Starting with $140,000 in monthly incentives across 3 products. So USDC lending, if you go and lend, you'll get an extra bonus. GeoSol and USDC liquidity, an extra bonus here, and USDC and the Euro token, 20,000 worth of bonus. I'll check this out today fully, and I'll show you how to do it quickly tomorrow, but it's pretty simple and you should be able to do it today if you're keen. The Bonk DAO community proposal to burn a huge amount of Bonk has passed, which could be one of the reasons why Bonk price is going up. By the way, in case you don't know, I'm the GM of Validator.com, and we're putting in a lot more effort over there to try and educate people on staking. So make sure you go and follow Validator.com. There'll be daily tweets, just educating people, and then we'll move forward from there. And of course, what I personally do is I buy a little bit of Sol every single day and I go and stake it with Validator.com. Now onto the liquid staking token market. This has grown hugely, 150% in terms of SOL and 2000% in terms of USD. I'll mention this quickly right now, but I'll mention it probably in its own dedicated video. But staking has a huge potential to push up the price of the layer 1 asset. As an example, Cardano in the previous cycle pumped up a massive amount. I think something like 88% of all of Cardano, or maybe even higher, was staked. Yet, there was nothing you could actually really do on the blockchain in the previous cycle other than send and receive Cardano and actually just stake your Cardano. That was all you could actually do. Now you can do some more stuff. It's not a blockchain I'm super familiar with, and I know there'll be some people that are upset with what I've just said, but essentially that was what you could do in the previous cycle. I believe there was a small amount of NFT stuff as well, but it wasn't done in a trustless way. Like everyone had to use a middleman. So they'd send the token to one person, and then someone would send money to that person, and then they'd do a trade. There were no marketplaces or anything like that. Now there may be now, of course, but what I want to point out is the fact that staking can make the price of that L1 asset rise significantly. And I think the same will be true with SOL. We have a potential snapshot here, a soft reminder to leave your Parcl in your wallet for the upcoming snapshot in the next 2 to 3 days for Parcl holders. So if you have some Parcl, and if it's in a self-custody wallet, so not on Bybit or anything like that, then these snapshots will result in a boost and potentially get you some more points. We're a few months away, but probably a good idea to start looking into accommodation, flights, and all that sort of stuff. The Solana Conference is coming to Singapore, September 20th to 21st. In case you didn't realize, Token 2049 just happened in Dubai. And although the weather was absolutely terrible, crazy floods, people had a great time by the looks of things. And I think it's really important to have these big conferences pull in people so people have more in real life discussions and not just look at someone on the internet who half of you seem to think is artificial intelligence. So if you can make it to Breakpoint in Singapore, I'll be there. I hope you can make it as well. Also, this is happening just next month. Solana Crossroads, another Solana community conference, May 10th to 11th. I'll be there. I'll be speaking. And as Steve says, go to the hacker houses, go to Solana Crossroad. If you can, go to Island DAO and go to Solana Conference. You've got 16 days, so get amongst it. Now on to some Solana validator news. In terms of congestion, it looks like we're over that congestion issue. Transactions are now confirming under 2 seconds. Keep in mind one thing though, I don't necessarily think congestion has been solved by any means, because the ore supply program, they actually turned it off in order to keep the network running, etc. So if it was turned on today, would we have congestion tomorrow? The likely answer is yes, but still this is a step in the right direction. In terms of the next big release, which was going to be released potentially in April, but now it's been pushed out to May, this is version 1.18. And this should help with priority fees and all that sort of stuff. We just need to see it get rolled out on testnet, devnet, working well, and then shipped to mainnet beta. Onto Parcl. Parcl has released this really cool video. I'll link it below, of course. All tweets will be linked below. Basically, the airdrop for whatever's happening is coming in May. So a lot of communities will begin this, a lot of NFT communities, maybe as well if you hold a certain amount of bonk, things like that. Not entirely sure. And I don't know if the snapshot has been done. I think this was planned to come out in April. However, due to the congestion, there was no point in just firing out a massive number of transactions when a lot of them would fail and people would miss out on whatever they're going to get. So I'm really excited for this. We'll stay tuned for this airdrop. UpRock is introducing their country ambassador program. So as a country ambassador, you'll have the opportunity to promote our mission and values to your local community, organize events, initiatives, raise awareness, etc., etc. If this is something you're bullish on, and if you've got time for, then go and apply. Blessed Burgers Game 2 will be starting in less than 9 hours. If you're unfamiliar with this, I know it's not getting a huge amount of marketing on Twitter. However, it's a game where basically the last burger standing, and burgers an NFT, will win a huge amount of SOL, currently worth maybe $185,000. Now just be aware, the final 10 burgers or something like that, they could do a vote and decide to split it equally or something like that. But the odds are actually not too bad. It's a game of basically luck, but a little bit of skill or game theory and stuff like that. And if you want to enter, you need to go and get a burger. You can get it from Tensor.trade, and the floor price is around 1 SOL. However, with game 2, if you choose the wrong answer, then just like that, your burger will be eliminated and you'll be out of the runnings. I'll try and get a little bit more information on this with regards to how long the game will go for, because it has a certain number of rounds, and we'll go from there. In the meantime, for some alpha, jump inside the kitchen channel in their Discord. And Paul Barron from the Paul Barron Network, he's got a decent number of followers and a really good YouTube presence. He says Solana will be the death of VeFi and D-Reader app is the future of digital comics. I did a podcast, I mentioned it before, go and watch it. Give me the feedback on the editing. I've already had some positive and negative feedback, which I appreciate. But either way, I'm very excited for D-Reader. You should be as well. I think they've got a mint actually coming up maybe this week. We'll have to double check this. It's all based on the new core NFT standard. And because of this, there may be a couple of small delays, but I'll work out when the next mint is on. I'll add it to the content calendar and I'll let you know. Regardless, I'll be minting this. It's part of history and there's far more to crypto than just trading meme coins. This is a real life example of something that has major product market fit, and I'm very, very bullish. Now let's jump into the actionables. The date's 24th of April, attend Jup's planetary call, and at the end, if you have a certain amount of staked Jup, like I believe the minimum is 50, you can scan the QR code, put in your address, your details, connect to your Discord, your Twitter, all that sort of stuff, and then you'll receive the POAP. POAP is an NFT, it's a CNFT, and it's a very limited supply. It's like maybe 2,000 or something like that, and normally it's gone within a couple of minutes. And if you miss it, you miss it. Also, hold Parcl and Parcel's LP or trading wallet. Maybe you'll get a points boost. We know Game 2 of Blessed Burgers will start prox after 5 p.m. UTC. And just as a general reminder, watch my video on Meteora on YouTube. I've been telling you this for weeks and weeks, but Meteora will grow to become the biggest liquidity providing platform on Solana. It'll have billions of dollars worth of liquidity, and they have an ongoing MET point system right now. There's no UI that shows you how many MET points you're actually getting, which means a lot of people aren't really moving in to farm it. So get involved now, get some yields, and check out that video. That's all for today. Catch you tomorrow.